During the height of the pandemic, while passenger services continued to lack, those companies that had freighter offerings definitely benefited significantly from increased demand in cargo services, and while they would lose money on the passenger side, would at least make some on the freight side. As a result, the industry rapidly grew over the past couple of years. However, as warned by the reputable publication The Air Current, that demand is increasingly beginning to slow, and we're starting to see that become present with announcements involving FedEx in only recent days. Of course, FedEx being a primary cargo operator, they've announced that they've had to ground a certain amount of aircraft following weaker market demand, and an earnings result that saw it miss what it had initially expected by an epic distance. FedEx missed the revenue forecast by $300 million USD for their Q1 results. And naturally, they were also well below their initial expectations, which is never what you want to hear in these types of situations. FedEx cites a couple of reasons behind this, including difficulties in certain areas, including what is now being described as a weakness in Asia, while facing various challenges already with their operations in Europe. FedEx will, following this announcement, make some significant changes, including introducing an altered timetable that will generally see a reduction in services operated around the world. In addition to this, FedEx has announced that they will have to park up/ground some of their planes. While only temporarily, in my opinion, and I think we can all agree, it highlights how the lower than expected demand is wreaking havoc on a major freight operator. While FedEx certainly have not been helped with their results, this is a feeling, according to many industry experts around the world, that is being felt by many different cargo operators following a handful of years where demand continued to skyrocket. Things were definitely looking on the up, and while it's still a very critical space, do not get me wrong there, it is undoubtedly now plateauing, and for operators that rapidly expanded with, say, major investments in new facilities and or freight offerings with major orders, it definitely needs to be considered where the industry trends are headed, and of course, for them to prepare. For FedEx though, of course, the main coverage for today's video, what does their future outlook really have in store for them as an operator? Of course, it's going to be very mixed. The second quarter conditions we've been warned according to FedEx won't likely improve, which is why these aircraft will remain parked for the foreseeable future, until these said conditions do get to a better standard. But there is a risk that this could take some time. So in the best way possible, only time will tell on the climate and whether FedEx can rebound and reactivate its aircraft while establishing itself once again as a major player, with of course them flying a network that allows them to reach their maximum capacity, which now, with the changes in the timetable, they're not hitting. To Jam, Stefan, Neil, Don, Al Walid, Jaden, Elliot, Will, Austin, 9, Leslie, Daniel, Got to Cast with B, thank you very much for being cabin crew members. Now, if you have any thoughts on FedEx grounding some of its aircraft, and of course, having a bit of an issue with regards to their revenue forecast, do let me know below in the comments, or just generally if you'd like to discuss the cargo market, which has certainly been plateauing and not growing at the rapid rates we've seen in the past couple of years. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.